Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone is doing great. If this is your first time here, then welcome. So it is my first empties of 2022. Yay! If you can tell by the length of this video though, I don't have that much stuff as usual. You guys know that I wore my hair straight for like 2 months, and when it's in straight mode, my usage of stuff slows way down. But even so, I did make a nice little dent in my stash. So if you remember from last year, I was on my like hardcore 200 products in 2021, that's what we're doing type of situation. But I decided this year to take a little bit more laid back approach to it. So my empties videos are going to be coming with the new season. So these are all the things that I used up in the winter time. My next video will be right around the start of summer, all the stuff I used in the spring. So all of my winter empties, a good chunk of them are geared towards stuff I used up while my hair was straight. But the central mission is still the same: use up as much stuff as I possibly can. But this year I'm just not placing like a number on it. And as I've mentioned in my past couple of empties, the empties are going to be a little bit different. We kind of go into this a little bit more in my live stream videos, and I'm going to be doing a live stream at the end of April, I think like the last Friday in April. So I'll have all the details about that listed up here too. But I'm going to be doing a live stream where we just kind of hang out, but I'm going to be telling you the specific brands that I'm not going to be talking about on my channel. And each of these brands isn't created the same as far as the reasons why I will be talking about them on my channel. So in the live stream I can kind of get into the detail a little bit more, because it seems like the list is growing by the day. The live stream is going to go into all that, but you might notice that I might mention just what type of product it is. I might talk about the other stuff, but then you might see a random product that pops up and I'm just like, and I used up a deep conditioner. That's one of the brands that is persona non grata on the channel anymore. So there might be some that I'll mention the brand name and the product, but I won't go into any detail about the product. So my process is kind of evolving on how I approach that. It might get to a point where just all the brands under that umbrella in general are just going to be just, I used up a shampoo, I used up a leave-in conditioner. But some, one of them is included here, I might be saying the brand name, but I won't be going into any detail because I don't want to give them any shine on the channel, but I still want to count the product towards stuff that I've used up in my empties. So with that being said, let's jump into the first ones. And also, I'm not going to be doing it in order of wash day this time, because there are so many here that I used up while my hair was straight. So I kind of have it broken down into like curly stuff, straight stuff, and body and face stuff. So let's get going with curly stuff. So this is a product that I have been using for my past 3 wash days, and you guys know me, to say I'm a product junkie, that doesn't even cut it anymore. I am a product collector, product connoisseur. So I love to try new things for every wash day. I tend to not vary too much when it comes to pre-poos. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna see some Suave Everlasting Sunshine. Every blue moon, I will use something different. But when it comes to every other category, I like to play around. But I've been using this consistently. This is the Na-Truly Adabella Hydramoist Leave-In Treatment. This is a wonderful leave-in conditioner. It was the one that I used when I first went back curly when I was going to California. So I wanted to infuse my hair with a lot of moisture. This stuff really grabs onto my strands. It wraps around them. It coats it in the best way possible. Softens, detangles. This stuff is so good. I mentioned in another video that I'm filming kind of at the same time I'm doing this one, I hope Na-Truly Adabella starts to be about that salon size life. Like, I need some type of situation like this at this point. So this is so good. I do plan to do more reviews on Na-Truly Adabella products because she released a ton of new deep conditioners last year. So I'm going to be doing some type of video with them. I don't know if I'm going to do them all at once. Probably one of my little head-to-head situations. So that'll be coming sometime this year. But Na-Truly Adabella is one of the brands that I have a coupon code if you guys want to check them out. I just found myself reaching for it every single wash day, and I finally used it up last night. This is my first wash and go of 2022, and I think my first one in like 5 or 6 months. So that's the other video that I'm filming right now, going into this first wash and go in like 6 months. So that will be coming probably in April as well. So that'll be coming soon. But it is still really wet. This was the leave-in conditioner that I used, and then I used one other product, and that's it. Just a 2-product wash and go, and I have that product here. So let's go into it. This is y'all know I like squeeze the life out of my products to get every last drop, and I might even go back in with this product and add a little bit of water on my next wash day to get whatever is hiding up in here It's that serious. This is the Genedor Beauty Smooth and Defined Moisturizing Gel Styler, kind of like tipping sideways right here. It says that it provides medium to strong flexible hold, and this has quickly become one of my favorite stylers. I absolutely love it. It's in top 5 status. It's climbing steadily into that top 3 category. It's so good. This is a product that I did a head-to-head with another styler from Genedor Beauty. I split my head down the middle and I did a wash and go, and it was clear to me and all of you guys that this one was the clear winner. It is so moisturizing, softening, defining. I always say that if you don't like gels, you don't like that crunchy feeling, try this out because it defines your curls so well, and it leaves barely a hint of hold as far as the feeling of it. I don't know how they do it, but it's amazing. This formula is so good. And also the slip on this was also featured in my updated most slippy products video. It is incredibly detangling. I find that I'm able to style my hair quicker because it just slips and slides through my hair, and it just makes the process easier. Next up is the Unicurl, now known as 4-in-1 Styler. Use that up. Another one out of my stash is the Pretty Fizzy's Pineapple Glaze. This one kind of lives between both worlds. I use it on my curly and my straight hair. This is the Ancient Cosmetics Tropical Pineapple and Bergamot hair butter. This is such a delightful hair butter. I feel like they've changed the formula since I got it. So if you guys want to check it out and see what is currently being sold, and I also think this is a seasonal product as well, but it's really popular, so they might have made it permanent by now. Between butters, oils, and shampoos, those take me the longest in my stash to use up because I don't need nearly as much of them as I do for everything else. Deep conditioners, stylers, pre-poos, things like that, I'm going to town. But butters, oils, shampoos are much more concentrated. So whenever I use a butter up, I feel just so like we've gotten to the end of this. We did it. We did it. So I use this up. It is so lightweight. It melts into my hair so wonderfully. And my one lone deep conditioner that I used it for this Empties. This one's kind of weird. This is a brand that every time I use it, I'm reminded how much I like it, but I haven't talked about it a ton on my channel. I think I've done reviews for 2 products from this brand before, but it is Mop Top. This is their deep conditioner, and this is one of the most well-rounded deep conditioners that I have in my stash. I talked about this in my wash and go video that I filmed last night, but this has a little bit of everything. This has really hydrating ingredients like aloe vera. We've also got some honey in there, some oils, some hydrolyzed wheat protein, so you're getting moisture, you're getting strength, you're getting nourishment to your scalp from the different extracts and things. This stuff is really good. I ended up picking up a few of these during a buy one get one free sale one year during Black Friday, so I probably won't be doing a review on this because the jars that I have in my stash are old, and I have a rule where if I have something that's a certain amount of years old, I won't do a full-fledged review on it because it might not be working quite the same way as if it was in a different type of time category from when I got it, and also the ingredients might have changed since it's been so long. But as it stands, I really do like this version that I have. The funny thing about this is that it's very thick. This is a thick deep conditioner, and my hair is low porosity. I tend to like things that are a lot looser in texture. It helps to penetrate my strands a lot better. It feels like it's not just sitting on top of there. But with this, if I use, this is the but, if I use a lot of it, like a lot of it to where my strands are just like coated in it, then I feel like I get the best results. But if I just apply it the way I normally do, I don't get that. But using a lot of it and letting it stay on my hair for a while to let those low porosity strands open up, or if I use my hot head heating cap to let them open up, I get the best results. So that time and using a lot of it is where this really shines for me. So with that being said, I don't know if I'll repurchase it, but if you are someone who likes really thick textured deep conditioners with awesome ingredients, I definitely recommend checking this one out, see how the ingredients are looking to you. Next up is my Curly Proverbz Pro Strength Henna. You guys know that I've been really into henna since last summer. I was very into like, okay, we're gonna get on this Ayurvedic train, this Ayurvedic journey, and I think that my hair is really responding well to it. I used this to color my grays. I actually did it. I don't know if you'll be able to tell because my hair is still pretty damp, but like right here especially, I get a lot of grays. They're starting to grow back out already. You can really see in the sun now my hair has like a reddish tint, and my grays, which have really never been gray, they're just silver white, so they really respond and latch onto the color from henna. A lot of people don't like that auburn type of thing that happens with henna, but I love it. I think it's beautiful. So I've been using this to color my hair, but also to add strength, and also my scalp can get the benefits of henna as well. So all around, I just love this product, and it's just so nice to find a solution for my gray hairs, because my hair does not respond well to commercial dye in any way, shape, or form. That's the quickest way for me to start losing hair, is to use commercial dye. So this is a great way for me to cover up those grays while also giving my hair a ton of benefits as well. And a good portion of the products that I'm talking about today, I have full reviews on and demos, including this one, so that will be in the description box as well. These are the Wetline Extreme gels. John always gives me his gels because when he gets to like this portion, he's just like, I'm done, I've given up, you can have the rest. So I ended up using these usually just to slick my hair back, because it's not enough for me to do a full-fledged styling session with them. They've changed the formula on these again, so with Wetline Extreme at this point, I don't know what's going on, you guys, but as far as just being a nice way for me to just pull my hair back into a bun or something, it does okay for that. This might be, or the next video might be, the last time I have products like these, because John is moving. He's moving. He's buying his ticket next week. He's moving to California. So I won't have his little, you know, discarded gels anymore. So on to my straight hair things. I used up the Andulu Naturals Argan Oil and Shea Conditioner. This was my pre-poo. So you guys might know my philosophy when it comes to my straight hair prep. What I like to do is I like to use products that have mostly non-silicone ingredients. Like I like stuff with a lot of extracts and nourishing moisture, but I also like to have a little bit of silicone kind of like towards the bottom maybe, or just somewhere in there. My hair tends to respond best to stuff that's a mixture of natural with a little bit of silicone in there when it comes to straightening it. So I can feel like I'm feeding it some good stuff, but also feel like I'm giving it some nice protection against that heat that I'm going to be putting on it, and also giving me some extra slip and slide when it comes to the slip that silicone can provide. So I love this. The funny thing about it is that they no longer make this with silicone, so this is probably one of the few products that I'm sad that they went silicone free with, but this detangled my hair and softened it like a dream. Like I even thought about using it on my curly hair. I'm a lot more open now to using things with silicones, because I just, again, my hair tends to respond well to stuff that's mostly natural with a little bit of silicone thrown in there. If silicone is like towards the top of the ingredient list, my hair really starts to freak out and is not a fan. Besides a little dabbling here or there with new products, for the most part I am in major use of the stash mode. In the future, who knows, I might be more open to trying products that's got a little bit of silicone in there, we'll see. But this was phenomenal, and I probably will eventually try the new version on my curls, because the ingredients are still really good, even though they took out the silicone. Now this one I did use on my curly hair to pre-poo, and because it has a silicone in it, it did a good job, but it still has so much natural ingredients that I didn't feel that weird weight and plasticky feeling that I get with stuff that has too much silicone. This is the Pacifica Super Kale Juiced Up Conditioner. This was when Target had so many new product offerings that I saw something that had really good ingredients, and I didn't look too well to see if it had a silicone, and I just picked it up. And this is one of those. It has one little silicone that snuck in there that I didn't see right towards the middle, but again, it did a great job in helping to prep my hair before I straightened it. Just like my normal routine when I use a pre-poo on dry hair, I apply this to dry hair, detangled, so that I can get the party going and start to layer those levels of silicone to give me some nice heat protection when my hair is straight. But I was desperate the other day. I think it was my last wash day before this previous one that I just did last night. I just saw this. I had to run out my other pre-poo, and I used this on my curly hair, and it did a good job. So again, who knows what the future holds with some of my products. Next up is a Silicone Shine Serum. This is the OGX Renewing Argan Oil of Morocco Extra Penetrating Oil for Dry and Coarse Hair. Don't let that Oil of Morocco thing fool y'all. This is literally just like 4 different types of silicone with like a little bit of argan oil towards the end. That's it. But that was exactly what I needed when my hair was being straightened. My hair, even when it's straight, of course, it's very sticky together, tangles up. So I need something like this that's really going to help me to detangle and help the flat iron glide against my strands easier. And this is just a really nice thick silicone serum. I would just go to town with this on my hair. My hair doesn't respond well to using just a little bit of product forever. So when it's straight, I'm not going for that like feather light feeling. No, I'm going for that like let's do this type of feeling. My hair needs a lot of product. So I use this during blow drying to help soften my hair, and I also use it during flat iron to help with shine and giving my hair some protection and helping those plates glide better. I've got this random little sample that I picked up from a hair show. This is from a brand called Theory. It's an argan oil mask. It's got some silicone in there. It's got some natural stuff in there, and it was so small that I really couldn't tell if it did much for my hair, but from the teeny tiny little section that I did use this on, I remember it being okay. Now this one is a use at the stash for John. I have been trying to help him take better care of his hair, so I'll spray like a lightweight product in his hair and then brush it through. We found that his hair just doesn't like products, but it does like being put into a braid at night after his shower, so we don't do products anymore. But I was using this Shea Moisture, or I don't even think they made this anymore, this Shea Moisture Sacha Inchi little hair and scalp tonic. Moving into body goodies, I use up this Shea Moisture African Black Soap Body Wash. I have had so many bottles of this. I think I've had like 4 or 5, and I do really enjoy Shea Moisture's body washes. I've used this for a body wash, I've used it for a face wash, and in a pinch I've even used it for a shampoo. They leave my skin feeling soft, clean, and not overly stripped. I've talked about this one in so many Empties videos. This is just a random little Bath and Body Works shampoo in coconut lime verbena. I've mentioned that my mom used to come stay with me when I lived about 3 hours away. We would stay in this Holiday Inn, and they would have these as the little like in your room use samples, whatever. I would never touch my hair with a volumizing shampoo. That's just meant to strip the very soul from your hair. But I do use this to wash my bonnets and my scarves, and it gets rid of all that product buildup, all that oil, and it leaves my bonnet smelling amazing because this stuff is heavily scented, so my bonnets smell so good, and they're really nice, soft, and clean because this, like I mentioned, strips everything from them. I was thinking about whether to even include this. This is during the Christmas that I worked at the JCPenney Sephora, the Sephora inside JCPenney, and they just gave us some little hand sanitizer. That's it, that's all, but it was taking up space, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna put you in the little Empties video just because. This is the Secret Clinical Strength Active Deodorant, and I really enjoyed this. I did a video on Lumi deodorant a couple of years ago almost at this point, and Lumi is a good everyday deodorant that I like to use. It's very soft and moisturizing for your underarms, but if I'm doing something that's gonna stress me out, if I'm doing something that's gonna make my anxiety go into like high gear, and luckily I'm almost at the end of this video because my ring light just died, as you guys might be able to tell, and it's getting dark outside, so it's good that I only have one more product after this one. But if I'm gonna be doing something that is going to stress me the hell out, I need a deodorant like this because that stress sweat is something different. So this one did a really good job. I have another one from the clinical line from Secret that I'm using right now that I bought for my trip. And last but not least, from Neutrogena, this is their Rapid Wrinkle Serum. I end up cutting this because, like I said, y'all, I'm getting every last drop of product that I can. So this is a retinol serum that's supposed to be good for fine lines and things like that. And I've tried a few different retinol products in the past. I featured in an Empties video one from First Aid Beauty. It's almost like an intro into retinol serums, and I'm all about trying to take better care of my skin. I'm in my 30s, so I really want to focus on that. And this one does not hold a candle to the First Aid Beauty one. It left my skin feeling soft, but it felt like it was sitting on the top layer of my skin and didn't really do anything. I ended up using the last of this last night, and you could actually see the product like building up on my skin. Besides leaving my skin feeling soft, I didn't feel like it really did anything for clarifying my skin, helping with dark marks, helping with any fine lines or anything like that. So that is a wrap on the first Empties of 2022. I didn't use a ton of stuff, but I used a good amount considering that my hair was straight for the majority of this winter. But now that the weather is warming up, I plan to have a lot more for my next one. It kind of was like super irritating because last night for my wash day, I used up 4 of these products in one wash day, which is amazing. But I had 3 more that only had like this much product in it that almost made the cut. So I think the next Empties is gonna be pretty big. Also, I'm gonna be starting a new challenge for April. If you guys remember Fenugreek February, I'm doing a new challenge for April. So that will be next Friday's video. Really excited about that. So when I do those challenges that are based around a single ingredient, I have a much smaller group of products that I'm working with for the whole month. So that's another way that I use a lot of stuff up. So thank you guys a ton for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. That thumbs up goes a long long way and then pushing my video out into the algorithm, helping more people to discover this video and my channel. And likewise, if you haven't subscribed already, please do so as well. That'd be awesome, and I would love to have you. Make sure to check back on Fridays for my new video, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.